I wanted to film a short video to share my experience with getting sick while I've been dealing with this post-jab long COVID. When I was first diagnosed with it and I was first like really sick, I felt bad like almost every day. But the interesting thing is that like on top of the health issues I had, I wasn't catching like colds or flus or anything like on top of what I already had. It was like my immune system was just so bad that every day I felt pretty bad, but I didn't get like the fever, sweats, crazy stuff like you would like when you get a flu. However, in June of last year, I got COVID again, and that was like the most sick I had ever been. And then in January of this year, I caught the flu and I was really sick. And in July, I caught COVID again and I was sick for that. But what I noticed was that after the flu and I caught COVID, and this was true of last year as well, at least in my experience, it seems like my immune system is now starting to react to things, which I take as a good sign because it used to be my immune system was under such an assault that I really couldn't, I didn't notice like anything else when it got tacked on because I was already so bad. Like after I got the COVID again and then the flu and I had like a bad fever, it was like 104 at one point. I felt like my immune system went into such overdrive that it actually helped me to feel better. And I wanted to add in, um, it appears that I caught a cold the last few days. So I'm going to add this in. Let me make this a little bit smaller. Yeah, I wear an Aura ring. Um, if you have the budget for it, I was fortunate enough to be blessed from a previous job, even though they let me go for being ill. I'm adding these up on the screen because an Aura ring is actually a really good thing, and it lets me track my health and my sleep and all that. And it used to be that when I was like really, really under the weather, I wasn't sleeping like at all. Like if you have long COVID, you know what it feels like to be really sick and not be able to sleep. But recently, my sleep has been getting really good. And these last few days, I've been sleeping so much, like just absolutely wrecked, which is kind of like concerning. But on a bright note, it makes me feel like my immune system is actually like recovering. So I think what this means is that, as your immune system recovers, starts acting more normal, and the long COVID symptoms start going away, your immune system is going to start reacting normally to the common cold, to flu, to catching COVID again. And I wanted to share this because it looks like, I mean, you can see how much I'm sleeping on all these. My immune system has been acting a lot more normal ever since I did come down with this cold or whatever it is. And I'm sure that when I'm done with this, I'll feel even better than I did before because it's like the immune system goes into overdrive and it helps push stuff out, for lack of better words. So yeah, let me delete these off. Get back to it. But yeah, I wanted to make this video to share my experience with it. So if you're also like going through, say, post jab, as I say, because can't use that word on here, long COVID, view it as a positive thing when you actually start having normal like health symptoms, like because it means your immune system is starting to act normally again and you're starting to get back to normality. So your immune system, when it goes to overdrive, going to create a bunch of antibodies, strengthen up itself. After you have this, your immune system, as like mine probably was, like I was getting tests for it. I had like no of like whatever the immune cells were, monocytes, like none of them. So now that those are starting to recover, my immune system is building itself up again. And one thing I wanted to add in was something that I have been adding in, and again, I'm no doctor. I don't want to mean this as like a recommendation, but these are nicotine patches. So there has been extensive research, and nicotine is actually one of the best things to, in a sense, like fight long COVID. There was some studies. Let me see if I can find the doctor's name, and I'll reference it here. Where is it? Um, yeah, Dr. Brian Artis. So he's here in Dallas. I haven't met with him or anything yet. Another doctor I have been reading, which was Dr. Peter McCullough, which you probably heard about if you're going through this. But Dr. Artis talks about how nicotine is supposed to be really beneficial with fighting long COVID and also helping with getting rid of like myocarditis and underlying issues when you've been, say, having an adverse reaction to COVID or the jab. So I had been doing nicotine patches for quite some time, but they always made me a little bit too stimulated. So what I do now is following his advice. I have a 21 milligram patch, but I cut it up into 6 pieces, so you get little like 3.5 milligram ones, and it's so mild you barely notice it. So I've been having that on in the last few days. I've been feeling better. It'd be hard to think I have COVID again, especially after just having COVID back in July, but who knows? Another thing too is I've been taking ivermectin daily, 24 milligrams, and I've been taking one 400 milligram pill of hydroxychloroquine. This last week I've been sleeping like crazy, but I started taking the ivermectin a few days ago and the hydroxychloroquine yesterday. And since I started taking the hydroxychloroquine yesterday, I've noticed that my health has like been trending up. It's like yesterday was the worst, started taking it, and now it's starting to get better again. So again, I'm no doctor. Talk to your doctor about different medications and whatnot. The purpose of me sharing this is my own anecdotal experience because I know there's not too many things out there, but ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, and nicotine patches has helped me. In addition to like Dr. McCullough's his spike protein detox, which is like bromelain, nattokinase, and I think curcumin. So if you are looking for stuff, I want to make videos like this and kind of vlog what I'm doing because I wish that I would have had a resource like this when I was going through the health issues. I'm knock on wood, I'm mostly healed now. There are still some downturns, of course, but if you're going through it, like please comment, like reach out to me. I'm happy to help. I know how tough this is, and I feel like it's my duty to make videos about it because it's my duty now that I've gone through it to try to help other people who have gone through it and share my experience. I have to. So if you're watching, thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a blessed day, and we'll talk later.